Oh, what's that? Oh, you noticed that these are totally different than the ones I had previously picked out? Welcome back. Okay, humor me here. I bought temporary tattoos. I have seen a few other resin artists on YouTube use temporary tattoos in their resin, but also directly on the molds. I'm gonna give this a shot. If it doesn't work on the mold itself, you can actually pour like a thin layer of resin, place your temporary tattoo down on that after it's cured, and then complete your pour. But the last video that I watched where someone did it directly on their mold, it turned out really, really cool. Sorry, I'm just unsticking that. I noticed it was stuck down. So anyway, figured I'd give this a try today. I'm going to try it in the big planchette, the round trinket dish, and then the oblong trinket dish. And so these are the temporary tattoos that I got. They were off of Amazon, relatively cheap. I think it was $6.99 for all of these. I mean, that one would look kind of cool. So these are the different styles. I really, really wanted the feathers. That was the main reason why I bought it. I mean, they're big. Well, that's not fair. I have small hands, but still, like, that's huge. So yeah, I am going to pick out some that I like. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty. I also have seen, ooh, that would look pretty. I also have seen some people place the temporary tattoo onto this and then use stickles, which is sort of like a glitter glue. I do have some stickles laying around from years ago. Hopefully they're still usable. And add like glitter to the temporary tattoo pieces and then pour their resin over it. So we're also going to try that. So anyway, give me a few minutes to get my resin mixed up and pick which designs I'm going to try today. And, well, give me a second. Yeah, so now. Alright, so I picked my designs that I'm going to go with for these 3 pieces. I am going to put you guys on fast forward while I attach them to the, why are words hard? To the molds. And then I will come back and pour resin over top of them. You do need to let it dry. You don't want to mix resin and water. So you'll basically see the next part on fast forward. And then after I'm done pouring everything, we will come back and unmold, question mark. Because I don't know if I want to put a backing on these, because I'm using clear resin, obviously, for these. So I'll probably do 2 layers. I'll do a clear, and then I'll probably pick a color. Oh, and I'm also going to add some stickles to this one, and probably this one. So, yeah, let's do that. Oh. What's that? Oh, you noticed that these are totally different than the ones I had previously picked out? Yeah, so even though I was born in 1982 and I firmly remember all of the 1990s, I totally forgot that you have to take the clear plastic off for the tattoo to stick down. And, yeah, couldn't salvage those, so had to cut out new ones. And yeah, anyway, these are on there now. This one I don't think is centered. It is totally not centered. But anyway, I'm going to grab some stickles. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. I guess I could use them in this one. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward this part where I'm doing my stickling. And yeah, sit tight. Okay guys, just took off my mask to tell you that I have mixed my resin. And I'm going to go ahead and pour a base layer in. I have decided to do a back layer on it. So we shall see how that turns out. And yeah, I'm starting with 400 milliliters. I'm filming 2 other videos today. So, you know, 400 is going to be way too much for all of this for just a base layer. So, anyway, stick around. We'll get these poured and we'll be back once I'm done pouring. All right. Alright guys, so these are all poured. One thing with this particular mold, get out of there, you little bubble. Get. Anyway, this particular mold is very thin. So I'm not really going to be able to do a backing on this unless after I take it out of the mold I do a top coat of a different color, but that's fine. So I've got the planchette and the other dish poured. I'm going to set these aside to let them cure. We'll come back and do the backing for these two, and then we will finish off the video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, these have cured. So I'm going to go ahead and mix some color up for these two. I think I'm going to go with probably a blue, like a light blue. And then this one is completed. So I'm going to go ahead and unmold this one. Hopefully. It's still a little bendy. Let's see how it went with putting the temporary tattoos directly onto the mold. I'm just loosening up all of my sides here. Okay. Oh. Sorry. Out. Let's bend it back into shape here. Probably could have let it sit for a while before unmolding, but there we go. There are, unfortunately, some bubbles in here. Yeah, you can see that one, and there's a big one over here. This was the first time I used this mold, and I was trying to prevent bubbles by like tapping the side of the mold, but clearly I need to do something different. But the design turned out really cool, and as you can see, it did not attach at all to the mold. So I'm going to let this cure up and see what I want to do with it after that. I'm feeling texture right here from the temporary tattoo. So actually I think what I might end up doing is pouring just a small layer of resin over the top of this, just to get that sticky texture off of there. But yeah, I think that is a success that the tattoo stuck to the resin and not the mold. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mix up my resin for these two. We'll pour those, and then we will be back after that to demold those two. All right. Alright guys, so the second layer is poured. We'll be back tomorrow to unmold. Stick around. Alright guys, so we are ready to unmold these. As you can see, I had some extra resin. So I poured some extra little planchettes just to use it up. I'm one of those people that I don't like to waste resin because it's extremely expensive. So when I make too much resin, I usually try and use it up in something else. Let's demold the dish first. See how this turned out. And yeah, I mean, having seen that the other dish, that the temporary tattoo, you know, released from the mold and stuck to it, I'm not really scared about that anymore. And there we go. So I am kind of pissed at myself that it is not centered. But I'm also one of those people that can't really center things, so I'm not very surprised that it's not centered. You can see, hopefully you can see like right here, right over here, that is some of the temporary tattoo coming up. But like I said, I'm planning to top coat these with just a little bit of resin to seal in that temporary tattoo. But yeah, that's how that turned out. I think it's really pretty. I love this blue color that I mixed up. It's more of like a turquoise, I think. So yeah, so there's that. And then the big planchette. Oh wow. Sorry, I have to look at it myself for a second. That is gorgeous. Look how pretty that turned out. Wow, I really like that a lot. And there's minimal bubbling in this one, which I'm happy about. And there's the back. So yeah, again, gonna do a small top coat just to seal these in. So I'll probably do that off camera. But if you guys want to see me do that next time, just let me know in the comments. Anyway, stick around for the glam-all shots after this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.